You make yourself a coffee. It doesn't taste right, so you try to adjust everything. And before you know it, you've changed so much that you don't know which change did what. In the last video, we talked about something that frustrates a lot of people at home. It's usually the moment when you start blaming yourself or blaming the machine, or thinking, maybe I'm just not good at this and I should give up. So today I'm gonna slow everything down and I want to answer a really simple but really important question I hear all the time. My coffee doesn't taste good, but how do I know what I should change first? And the good news is, once you understand this part, coffee at home stops feeling confusing. It actually becomes much simpler than most people expect. So now let's talk about the taste itself, because this part is really important. And honestly, once you understand this, coffee at home starts to make a lot more sense. So let's talk about sour. This is what most people notice first. If your coffee tastes sour, sharp, or just unpleasant, sometimes you can describe it as a bit lemony. That usually means the water is running through your coffee too fast. So basically, the water didn't stay in contact with the surface, with the coffee, for enough time to extract all the oils and good flavors. And I want to say that this is very common at home. It doesn't mean you did something wrong. It simply means the coffee needs a little bit more time to extract. Sometimes people can just think, oh, I probably hate espresso. But most of the time, it's just because it's under-extracted. So when you see it, a sour shot often looks a bit pale, it's run quickly, and it's done before you even have time to think about it. And if you have that before, you are not alone. Now let's talk about bitter, which is kind of the opposite problem. If your coffee tastes bitter, dry, a bit harsh, sometimes it makes your mouth feel dry afterwards. That usually means the water stayed in contact with the coffee for too long. So instead of not extracting enough, you are extracting too much. And again, this happens all the time at home. It doesn't mean you ruin anything. It means the coffee has gone a bit too far. So when you see a bitter shot, it often looks really slow, really dark, and it just keeps dripping, and at that point, the flavor usually follows. And this is where people get stuck, because one day the coffee is sour, the next day is bitter, and you're standing there thinking, I swear I didn't change anything. But tiny changes make a big difference with espresso, and that's really normal. So this is where I want to keep things really simple. If your coffee tastes sour, you want to slow the water down a little bit so you go finer. And if your coffee tastes bitter, you want the water move a little bit faster, so you go coarser. So one small step at a time, no big changes. This is how you start improving coffee on purpose. And once you understand this, something really nice happens. You stop guessing, you stop feeling frustrated, and you start feeling, okay, I actually know what I'm doing now. So now that you can tell the difference between sour and bitter, you might be thinking something like, okay, I get it, but how much do I actually need to adjust? And that's a really good question, because this is where most people freeze. They're standing in front of the grinder, looking at the dial, looking at the machine, thinking, do I move just a little or a lot? And then there is the fear of going too far and making things worse. Okay, I understand, but you don't need to guess. There is a simple way to adjust your grind on purpose so you always know what you're testing. In the next video, I'm going to show you how much to move the grind dial, what a small adjustment really looks like, and how to tell when you've gone too far before the coffee tastes awful. And once you understand that part, dialing in coffee stops feeling scary. You'll be able to stand there, look at the grinder, and think, okay, I know what I'm doing here. And that confidence makes a huge difference. So for now, just focus on tasting your coffee and noticing whether it's sour or bitter. That one step already puts you ahead of most people. I'll walk you through the grind adjustment next. And if you know someone who struggles with making coffee at home, share this video with them. It might really help. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more content tips and content. See you in the next one.